Greetings, my excellent friends. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3, I was, spatially overwhelmed by the dimensions of this particular stage. I like to be very thorough in my exploration, and part of that is compartmentalizing. And I use the 2D map to do that. So stages that are especially depthy or vertical are going to be a problem. And in this case, we have an upper level on Grimforge's top right that I simply could not find an access point for that wasn't Karlach doing a super jump that seems not too practical. So we put that down as a place to go back to later, but until we get there, my brain is just going to be like, don't forget that spot, don't forget that spot, don't forget that spot. Even if it's incredibly simple to reach, it's still like, it's a ball that I have thrown up into the air and that I have not yet caught. It is a exploration-shaped sword of Damocles, and I need to angle myself such that it doesn't catch me in the neck. That's what it feels like. And sure, when I'm on a replay, these things don't bother me because I already know what's to come, but, you know, when I play something for the first time, especially on stream, the fucking all-encompassing exploration need is very strong. Anyway. We'll see if it distracts me too much to enjoy the area, but so far it's been interesting. And I mean, I heard my favorite word. I heard the word that I've been looking to hear ever since I started, which is Jaheira. It's funny, a character I wasn't that interested in my first runs of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but my more recent playthrough of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I grew to appreciate her and her battle cries. A dead drow said he was, or she was, following orders from Jaheira, and I believe referred to her as High Harper or some other title. So evidently she is alive, well, and in charge. Unfortunately, she's in charge of the fantasy cops, but we take what we can get. So she ain't down here, but hopefully by the time we get to Baldur's Gate itself, we'll have found her. Yeah, look, whenever she's on screen... hang on. How did I do it for, Do they have the...
I heard Rothavic sounds like that before. Not without a spear in its guts.
Maybe they only have it for the first game. That's a shame. I like that one, Blue Moon, but I think I prefer Nature Take the Life She Gave. Vigilantes may be the better term for them. Here we are, this one. This is my favorite Jaheira battle line. I found the sound... Yeah, the Baldur's Gate wikis for the first two games have these soundboards for all the companions, and you can play all of their shout lines if you find them. And Jaheira just has the best. Like, better than Minsk. Her 3 battle cries are this. This is the least good one first.
For the fallen!
Still pretty fucking good. This is the one that Blue Moon quoted.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
Very good. This is my favorite.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Anyway. I believe we had approached these people, but backed off because we didn't want to have the conversation at the end of the run. And yes, we got level ups for Shadowheart and Karlach, but I didn't want to process them at the end of the stream. And also, I'm a little bit inclined to do just a tiny bit more and maybe get enough EXP onto the boys so we can level everybody up together. Also, this may be the point where I dip Karlach into fighter. I'm not fully sure. 5 was the definite because we wanted extra attack. But we could throw Karlach some fighter levels. I just think it'd be funny to give her action surge on top of all of the throwing that she does. I just think action surge, giving her what 5 throws in a turn if I do it after she's raging, like, man. I don't know that she needs it, but I think she could stay level 5 for the rest of the game, and I think she'd still carry. Anyway, yeah. So we had a couple of. Let me just get my bearings. We did the top right. We did everything in the top right that's on the lower accessible level. It's just this further up level. I can see these scaffolds here that I can probably reach as well. And then further up there is where we haven't been. And that may be the case up here as well, though I don't know for sure. But yeah, we explored around there and then we went downwards as well. Both here and back over there where we found the Harper chest. Your Karlach has a new throwing weapon? Well, don't spoil it for me. Demon Dragon have also embraced Karlach Yeet? Yeah, it could be nerfed and still be the best build possible. And it's not just Karlach, you can give it to Lae'zel too. You don't need Frenzy Barbarian for it, but any martial class with Tavern Brawler is enough. It's just that Frenzy Barbarian is an extra layer. Anyway. Herdmaster Scarjal, Grundrill, Morgia, and some deep Roths, who appear to be getting treated rather poorly. Hello!
Breathe deep and move.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
I'm sorry, you want me to what? Weirdly enough, we can trade with you. Does it break the conversation if I trade with him? He's got adamantine slag. No. You want me to cane these beasts?
Damn right I do. Getting cramps in my arm trying to whip the Drugnin beasts back to work. Now get to the caning, before I thrash you instead.
Oh, I'm more than happy to do some caning here. What's behind the rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
Examine the rubble. Not difficult.
A slight glint catches your eye.
Glint? Gardner Simpson? Focus the glint. The dead gnomes at a trade window?
Your eye finds the source of the gleam. A small mote of black metal. Adamantine.
That's adamantine back there.
Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel. Rarer than mithril. It ain't mined. It's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
I mean, we could talk to the beast, that's the thing. We don't need to hit them. Let's see what I can do.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers. Whimpering, or I'll take a slice off your haunches for my supper.
That said, we could probably kill them and not get into any trouble, because it seems to just be that way. It certainly wasn't the Goblin game. Agitated. Yeah, nervous and afraid. Well, let's see if we can calm you down.
No more! No more pain, no more work! All must die!
Jesus, why is that number one? It's interesting, because, like, my understanding of human psychology is that we sort of treat animals like children because we cannot talk to them, right? Smacking around a mouthy idiot is fine, but smacking around an animal is terribly cruel, and a lot of us, namely the ones who aren't assholes, aren't going to do that. But now that we can have a conversation with them... it's entirely possible that at some point we will come across an animal that is an asshole and can reveal themselves as an asshole with their words now, because we can speak to them. So that might then assuage my guilt if such a situation arises. But in this case, they're very clearly being abused by the Dwergar. So, let's see. We have breathe, focus. If you strike, your masters will destroy you. There's some merit in that. There's dickhead option, which is you were made to serve, this is your meaning, do as you're told. Let's not do that. Or we can say, yeah, get angry, fucking kill him. Don't hit us. Just them. None of these feel super good, because, like, this one seems like it's just going to get the Wrath killed. And this one's true, but it doesn't really help them. My problem is, like, while I do think we could probably fight these Dwergar and not turn the whole camp hostile, I think my character in this situation, like roleplay perspective, isn't going to want to start a fight until he's ready. And he's not a ranger or a druid, so the plight of the animals isn't enough to make him rage. He'll help them, he helped the owlbear cub, but only if it's not too disruptive. So let's say, hey, maybe don't get yourself killed here. Now, see, I can't do that, because if chat votes, then... Well, the thing about the chat votes is that, none of these are necessarily what chat would end up going with, because none of these contribute to us attacking him. I've already moved past that. The other thing is, what if chat votes cruelty? Gustav is here, which means it's possible.
All right. We will
I'm
work.
sorry, Karlak.
We will do as we're told. We will clear the way.
Well, I got my level up.
Yes, that's it, you beast. Not enough caning for my tastes, but you got the job done.
Yeah, caning
I
doesn't work.
almost feel bad about this.
Oh, so now you're the aggressor. You'll be feeling even worse in a moment.
Bloody Rose, they have lost it. Put him down.
Uh-huh. Well, you're lucky that you forced me into a fight before I could process my level up, or else you'd be extra fucked. But, you're still pretty fucked. And now I have deniability, so that's even better. Let's go the melee, because he's got the room. Just go straight in on Scarjo here.
Sounds like fun.
That did not do... You're not dual wielding anymore? He is. I don't know why he didn't do the bonus attack then, because he's got... The toggle is on. However, if they're giving me the opportunity, I will take that. Well, that was what I was about to do, Guan. Yeah, like I was saying, hey, if you're not gonna take the offhand attack from me, then I'll just have him bite. But I expected it to take the offhand attack from me.
No choice but to keep going.
Right. Do not have... Ooh. Is that because it's too close, or is... No, it's just his high defense. Well, let's let Karlach deal with him, maybe, and just chuck it at one of these guys. Do I want to Cutting Words the save there? Yes, because it was only by 1, so I'd get it for free.
Stop this for a game of soldiers!
Yep, that's it.
I miss this.
Don't attack the Rolf. For one thing, it's tactically silly, and for another thing, I will feel bad. Oof. Ah, I only got one there. Chuck a quick healing word out at him then. What's that? Protection.
Take your
Do not remember setting that. Shatter. Can Shatter hit both of these guys? It would be kind of funny. It just can. I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm not using enough of her spell slots, so I'm going to have her shatter these two. And fuck it. Let's make it even bangier. Delightful.
up.
Up. She only have one rage charge left. Yeah, we can even long rest after this. Everything's overkill, honestly. You're gonna go next, so maybe I'll start chucking at you. Because then Astarion can keep fighting. But then again, he's got a lot of health, doesn't he? They've got the same health. Never mind. We just need to make sure Grundrill dies.
Ought to do it.
Yeah, that's the end of the you. Will the Wrath help? Oh my god, they will! Okay then. And you're flanking? No, you're not. Now that's weird. Why don't I have advantage when you're very clearly flanking? I have to go into melee to make it work. That's irritating. Oh, it's because Astarion can't move. I didn't realize he was the one who was frightened. Right, disadvantage because of frightened. Oh, there's not a lot he can do then, is there? He could shoot over there. It's probably safer because that's the one we need to die, and 81% is better than 42. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Unsurprising.
What now?
Now is a bit of a chill. Actually, what's this chance of work? That's got a higher chance of working, and it'll give him disadvantage on his turn, which he's about to have. I think that's tactically more intelligent, because then these Karlach can just dunk on him.
Like a summer's day, thou art.
Or it can do nothing at all. As can he.
Your body's a temple. To an idiot god!
Fuck yes.
Perfect. Right?
Go on.
Oh my god, you missed. I didn't know you could. That's better. Now bring it home.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
And we can speak with Dead on him as well. Hey, Scrying Eye, don't dob us in,
Scrying
yeah?
eyes.
We got attacked.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Dwergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Good shit. So that worked out best for everybody. I don't look like a violent instigator, and
Grey One's gone.
they're safe.
Good. We'll stay here until it's safe to leave.
Someone was about to speak. I don't know who that was and what they were going to say, but I'm sad I cut it off. Oh, it was just Shadowheart saying, I'm tired. Okay, fair. Let me disguise myself as a femme-strong drow. And then speak with Dead. I will learn nothing I didn't already know, but still.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
You always got to do it. Where are you from?
Dunsparing. Orsron Mountains.
Dunsparing, Orsron Mountain. And who are you?
Skyum. Herdmaster. Brother.
How long had you been here?
Many months. Dig.
What were you doing?
Open passage. Ancient forge. Special.
What's so special?
Adamantine. Enhancement. From Mithril.
The spell's
Bye.
power.
So is the forge up here? Because we don't have any markers up here, but we do have markers down here saying reach the Adamantine Forge, so it cannot be over there. But we don't have any logical way of knowing that other than our quest marker. Yeah. You found a passage buried in rubble that leads to the forge. I guess. I don't agree, but alright. Let's process the level up, I guess, and then maybe have a sleep after, but let's loot. Oh, it's actually crime to loot him. Well, I guess it was a crime to kill them, but nobody noticed. I don't think the Roth are going to care, but the Scrying Eye might, eh? Well, I've saved. He's got a whipping cane. Yeah, he can keep that. He's got a shield. I'm going to give that to Karlach. Because that could be, like, useful.
Are those specks of adamantine in this slag?
Yeah, I wonder if the adamantine slag is, like, actual useful stuff. Like, if it has a... only worth $1, but, like, maybe we could put it in the forge and purge it or something.
Mind my step.
You got a fish in your pocket. What is this? Space Quest 6? And my god, there's a lot of shit over there. I can't tell if this is actual part of this map. Because it all says chasm, but that might just be because of where we are. But, like... if it is, it's way down there and then across. But is this what they were talking about? Is this the Sharan Temple? The bridge connecting it to the Sharan Temple. To reach the Night Song, we'll have to go overland. Is this the Sharan Temple? Because it looks like it could be a solid candidate. And if that's the case, perhaps the intent is that no, we can't access it, but later we will from a different path. I don't know. Karlach's eventual build does involve a shield. Yours, maybe? I have not made any plans regarding that. Oh, I see. This goes up. That's how this works. This takes us to the area I wanted to go to, the upper levels. Good. Because, yeah, we've done pretty much everything on the lower levels in the north half of the map. We didn't pass this stair or like down this way. But everything above we've done. So if we can go up and do the vertical of this top half, I will. Let's level up first. And we have to reckon with whether or not we're gonna multi-class Karlach here. I have to make that choice now. I'm gonna put it off by leveling these three first. So, I've got a level 3 spell slot. I have learned Counter Charm, which is not Counterspell. You and allies within 9 meters have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. And that's basically just like a bard song that distracts from charms. I've gained a spell and I have gained 2 spells, but I don't know what the difference is. I've gained a level 3 spell. Well, I've gained any spell I want, but realistically, we're going to take a level 3 spell, right? Sure, yeah. Or at least, maybe, I don't know. You can't go wrong with Stinking Cloud. Prevents everybody from acting, that's nice. It's not good when you're in it, though. Yeah, actually, the level 3s don't... Fear, not bad. But, like... Invisibility would be fun, except Astarion already has it, and he's the one I'd probably turn invisible. Cloud of Daggers. And spells are tough. And in the end, I do find that, like, you use fewer of them than you'd think. So what does Curse do? Curse a creature with your touch. Now, the downside there is you have to touch them. Disadvantage on checks, saving throws, or attacks. Lets you hurt them more or robs it of its actions. That's not bad. That's decent on a boss if it works. If you can get in melee range of a boss and curse it, then that's quite a debuff. There's a few that are concentration. Fear is another. That one is. This one is not melee. Gives them a disadvantage and also makes them drop their items, but is very quick. Are only scared for 2 turns, whereas this, they are fucked for 10, which is basically they're fucked for the fight if you land it. But this one says targets. And oftentimes 2 turns is enough. If not to destroy them, then to deal with most of them. Let's go with Fear. But do I then just get to grab more? Ah, I see. Right, so this list is not just the Bard list. What was happening before was the Bard list. This is College of Lore stuff. Your versatile knack for the arcane lets you learn magic from every discipline. So now I have an unfiltered. But instead I could cast Haste on Karlach. What Haste? It's not here. If Haste was here, we'd be talking about Haste, but it's not on this list. It might be in the next list, because it's, you know, free of discipline, but we don't need to overcomplicate by considering something that isn't in the list we were looking at. Now here is haste. But let's look at the list, because this is more than we normally have. Animate dead? Must be medium or small. What, you can't animate an ogre? Why not? Warden of Vitality. No. We have Call Lightning, the Shadowheart had. We have counter. We have the famous counter spell. I think that's a good one to grab. Yeah, I know, but we weren't there yet. Counterspell and Haste is probably the pick here, but we could grab Fireball because it's iconic. Grant Flight is nice, but with Karlach having Featherfall and her incredible jumping power, I think flying is actually not that big of utility compared to what we already have. So yes, there is Haste. When the condition ends, you become lethargic. What is the parameters of that? Cannot move, basically can't do anything for a little bit. So it's like, it's not exhaustion, which is what I want. That looks like, lethargic looks like a temporary freeze on you that stops you from doing anything once haste ends, which presumably would take place after the fight is over. Because haste lasts 10 turns, and if your fight is still going on turn 11, you made a mistake somewhere. And that's better than exhaustion, which is like a disadvantage to ability checks and shit, which just bothers you outside of combat in the tabletop. So that's better. Hunger of Hadar. Black Sphere are blinded and take damage at the end of their turn and the start of their turn. Lightning Bolt. It's like Call Lightning, but in exchange for much better damage, you lose the ability to reuse it, right? Which is arguably worse. It does seem to be the difference. Lightning Bolt also has better range. Mass Healing Word. Remove Curse. It's not a bad idea to have some capability of accessing that. But that doesn't necessarily mean we should take it right now. Revivify, same deal. Spirit Guardians, Vampiric Touch. Arcane Lock. That... Why is that in the video game? Close a door or a container with a magical lock. It can no longer be locked. No, actually, I can see what you'd do that. You would do that to lock somebody in a room. You would do that to shut a door and lock it, and then the enemy that's behind it is stuck in there until you're ready to deal with it. But I would say that you probably wouldn't encounter a situation where that was your preferred course of action. That's way too situational. It's a funny idea, but I'm left to go back to my initial thought of, why is that in the game? Blur is a great bit of defense, disadvantage on attack rolls against you. That's good for wizards because of their squishiness. I don't think you can cast it on other people, though. I think it's just a self-preservation thing. Pass Without Trace is pretty popular in the tabletop because it's a group stealth check that... well, it's a group stealth enhancer that gives you a giant bonus to your stealth checks. And lasts until a long rest, but it's concentration. So you sort of have to lock down a character over that if you want to use it all day, but it's great for tabletop, I think. I don't know that it's necessarily great here because you can just use your knowledge of what's going to come at you after your first playthrough, at least. Be good in towns when you're going stealing. Spike growth. Web. And all of the level 1s. Ice Knife. Magic Missile. But it's good that Bard can just, like, get a free pick of whatever they want. You can even pick a cantrip if you want. So there's only 5 left, I guess. Bone Chill, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Ray of Frost, and Sacred Flame. Do you mean how you could, like, trick the hag's AI with, shutting the door to her hideout and, like... It's something about... It's a specific setup, but you basically just trap her. You don't do it later with Mayrina in the, actual boss fight arena, but you do it in her house. I forget the specifics of it, but I did see a video about that. Yeah, so Counterspell just being a very important reaction tool for later in the game is something that I shouldn't pass up the chance of grabbing. And Haste being one of the best spells in the game is the obvious choice. But there's a lot of cool things here you could add to your kit. Certainly Revivify is the other... If I were playing tabletop, I would always take Revivify and Revival spells, because unfortunately in tabletop you're not allowed to load a quick save. I don't know why. Surely everybody else at the table could just agree to letting you have quick saves. Now, unironically, I've often wondered about that. I've often wondered about, you know, what if, because there's multiple ways to handle tabletop stuff, and the DM can always just decide, hey, if the dice are deciding your whole party's gonna die, I can just veto that, right? So there's no need for video game style saves and loads. But what if you were doing some kind of like old school Tomb of Horrors style bones ass hard technical challenge where the roleplay wasn't the point, it was all about like game mechanics and doing this incredibly difficult thing, and so you were like, alright, so you guys have 3 do-overs. To see if we can actually pass this challenge, you got 3 do-overs. Spend them when you like. I'll get more at level 10. Yeah, and we're definitely getting to Bard level 10. We are either going to do level 12 Bard, or we're going to do level 10 Bard and then 2 of something else. I have multiple voices in my ear telling me what to do with that. I have Gwombush saying, do Warlock for Eldritch Blast, and I have XBL Jesus saying, do Cleric for heavy armor and healing capacity once you ditch Shadowheart. Because again, she'll be the first one I ditch if I want to bring someone else in. Halsin, no. Minthara, maybe. And if there's more people to meet later, they might get a shot. Anyway, we'll take Haste, because I would like to play with it. And by the time we get the level 10 ones, I don't know if we're taking level 1 to 3 spells anyway. Okay. More HP. She has a new Channel Divinity charge. Thunderbolt Strike. When you deal lightning or thunder damage to a creature that is large or smaller, so basically everybody except the huge uns, you can also give it a shove. And we have another level 3 spell slot. Very good. I don't think we're going to change any of these, are we? She's got the Revivify, that's good, that's helpful. We grabbed Spirit Guardians, which we've only used once, but we might use again. She can swap to remove Curse if somebody's cursed and we need to deal with that. Yeah, it was that protection from evil and good one I think must be something she has naturally, because I haven't picked it. That's why I was confused by it when I saw it on her list. We also have this healing prayer that I've never used. But yeah, I don't think there's anything I want to change about her spell list. And if there is, we can do that outside of her level up state anyway. So, Shadowheart, nothing. Hello, Mew. Astarion is probably also simple. No offense to him. Skills. Change? You know, we probably should move him off of deception and persuasion, because, like, I'm the one doing that. Let's give him perception and acrobatics. Right? Sounds like it would be better for him. Because this will definitely help when... What's the main thing we do with him? Walk around trapped areas looking for the fuckers. That's much better. We use these two a lot, but we don't use them with him. That's an easy choice for me. I like how his boots just do not go with the rest of his... He's got these weird little red shoes. But what if we didn't? So what does she get right now? She gets an additional rage charge. That is good. However, it is literally just convenience, because we have basically no restriction on how much we can long rest. So the fact that she can do it 4 times before we have to hit a button doesn't really matter compared to 3 times until we hit a button. Subclass features. Now, this is what I need to know. Rage becomes all-consuming, repelling outside influence. While frenzied, you cannot be charmed or frightened, and calm emotions no longer ends your rage. What do barbarians get at level 11 and 12 in this game? That's what I want to know. What do we get rid of if we give her 2 levels of fighter, and what do we get rid of if we give her 4? Because 8-4 is possible, but so is 10-2. Level 12 is an additional rage charge and a feat. Level 11 is relentless rage, which is... It's basically the stay alive if you drop to 1 hit point. I don't know that that's a huge loss. Could go 9-3 and keep the brutal crit. Yeah, I think the brutal crit is worth it. Because a brutal crit is extra damage on a crit. So Barb 9 is probably worth it. Nine 3 with going champion fighter for crits on 19s. Is that what champion fighter gives you? Because we have Lae'zel as a battle master fighter. So picking a different fighter subclass ain't a problem. Because battle master has all those extra stuff that you can do, but I don't think we'd use them because we're just having her chuck things. This champion is the straightforward one that gives you buffs that aren't necessarily options. I only do it because I'm not sold as to whether I'm going to bother to multi-class my bard. So at the very least, we're multi-classing somebody, and that's fun. And she gets a self-heal as well. Why not? Okay. Okay, we'll be fun. We'll be interesting. So she doesn't really get much now, because level 1 doesn't give you a whole bunch of things. But level 2 she'll get something very good. Would you look at that? Because of the Karlach disapproval and Shadowheart approval, they've actually split. They used to love me equally, but now it's 68-66. In what way, Gwen? Before I continue. Since the only fighting style that matters is defense. I wasn't given any choices to make. We don't have subclasses at level 1. What were you thinking was missing? Defense is there. I assume that just shows up. There was a choice offered. I didn't notice. I mean, if we had, I could go to Withers and just redo it, couldn't I? I do like that. I like that this game just lets you fucking... Even at level 12, you can just completely redo somebody. I could have my level 12 rogue Astarion and then just fucking turn him into a sorcerer. A sorcerer monk. For 100 gold and a smile. And you don't lose anything. It just refunds you everything and gives it back to you. Anyway. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna long rest, and then when we come back, I'm gonna check to make sure the whole camp isn't hostile because of this fight. I assume it's not because the fight was picked with me. But we're resting because of Karlach's rage charges. They are out. That's interesting. Why is everybody lit up? Not used to that. Anyway, the Grimforge camp is interesting. We've not been here before. I hit a button? Oh. Don't know when I did that. That's a good button. Because you can see even the people that are, like, super far away. Anyway.
What are you thinking about?
Just checking to see if you had dial-up.
Need something?
Nope.
Nasty way to go. Suffocating slowly under a ton of rubble. Not a fate I'd personally relish.
Cheery!
Speak.
Can we level people up without grabbing them into the group? Fuck. Okay, we'll just move Shadowheart out.
May the darkness protect you, if you're sure.
Bugger off.
Fine.
Only for a moment.
You wish to speak?
I found that stronghold, a place called Grimforge. We're literally in it.
Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find?
Danger! Are you sure this is the best way?
I'm certain. The Underdark is dangerous, yes, but the alternative is suicide. Be patient and be thorough. The path will reveal itself in time. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it.
This true soul near stuck behind a rockfall, is he? Forgive me if I'm in no hurry to go digging him out.
That's alright, you won't be coming with us. Oh, there he is, yeah. So what does Will get? A spell, as well as the subclass feature Dark One's Own Luck. Call on your patron to change your fate and give you a D10 on an ability check. Not bad. Well, we're always going to have me in the party, so I'm not going to give anyone else counterspell. Just have some damage. Have vampiric touch. I don't really care. Wait, no, I gotta get rid of you now.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready, and just...
Two people with counterspell is better than one. True, because it's a reaction, but we're not gonna have him with us.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Alright, Fraser Crane.
With pleasure.
Level up. There you go. How many bloody spells do we have to pick for you? Actually, we can run him through my scrolls, can't we? With that in mind, we should probably pick things I don't have scrolls for, but I didn't fucking check! I don't think we have a scroll of haste, and if we don't, then I want him to have it, so... Here, you could have animate dead. Because you're like a patron saint of bad ideas. I think that just suits you as a person. Alright, let's take a look at his, Yeah, what can you learn? You can't learn level 4s yet, but... You can learn a lot of things. He can run me out of my money, but he can learn a lot of things. Why are some of these lit up? $1,000 to train a freeloading wizard who I don't actually use. Nah. I don't mind. I'll do it. I don't know. My completionist urge likes giving him all the spells. And I'm not spending all the money. His no level 3 is prepared, but you know, if we were ever going to bring him into the party for his quest, then we would fix that. I don't need to deal with his prep list now. The game isn't going to surprise me and put him into a party. Anyway. Lae'zel. That'll be quick.
Go ahead.
Go away.
I'll be here.
Speak. It is
Speak,
done.
fool. She gets her feet at level 6. Okay. Let's turn her into an actor. No. Great Weapon Master would be the thing for fighters, wouldn't it? Really? Unless you wanted to give her 20 fucking strength. Can you do that? Okay, I didn't know I could do that. It's quite a bit. But Great Weapon Master is probably also the thing to do. You can get 20 strength later. But it's good to know. And there's also alert if I wanted to go faster and not be surprised. I do like alert. Yeah, the plus 10 to damage. You like lucky? Are you saying that because you've played D&D and you like that feat? Or you just want to be lucky? It's not bad. Gives you free rerolls, but less good in the game, I think. 20 is the highest you'll get. Yeah, so I can do both of these. But I can just do one earlier. And the thing is, because we don't use her, by the time I use her, I'll probably have both. So let's just take Great Weapon Master for now. Alright, now she can go home.
Speak.
Bye.
Are you sure that's the... Confirm.
And... let's get our whiny little cleric back. We've got incense. And by that I mean I have incense. Thanks.
Shah's blessings upon you. All right. So
Alright, the team is back together, Leslie. For some reason we used an extra 10 supplies. Anyway, time for the nightly Still got the anti-magic field bursting out of our traveler's chest. Oh, someone's got words. Oh, it's Scratch. Scratch has picked something up for us. Okay, let's speak with him. And also set up our mind reading for the day. What'd you find?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What you got there?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Salami?
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Salami, and you didn't eat it? Well done. Yep, that sure is salami.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
Good.
Ooh, more.
Alright, me and my salami are going back to the adventure. What the fuck was that? Anyway, I'm just checking that I'm not an enemy of the camp. The Roths don't mind, but why would they? Hey, we friend?
If you're wanting the sergeant, she's at the dig. Now scram.
Right, well you didn't brandish your axe, so I'd say we're doing good. Alright, our newly minted level 6s are off. Past the totally not suspicious trio of dead Beastmasters. Herdmaster, whatever it was. There's a pouch there. More slag. I don't know if we want the slag, but it weighs nothing, so I'm going to take it. That's also a devil foil mask. Faded bloodstains belie the mask's childlike serenity. Oh yeah, it looks so fucking serene. An innocent smile and wide, searching eyes seeking its own kind. Is putting this on...
belongs to American, if I recall correctly. Hell's foot soldiers. I don't fancy meeting the commander.
Right, so it's probably not, like, enchanted to... Hang on.
Foot soldiers.
Oh, you again. Okay. It's not gonna possess me or anything. I wouldn't do something like that. Certainly makes me look fucking weird, and it eats my beard. How does that work? Where is it? It must be all tucked in under the chin.
Need something?
I just wanted to freak you out. Is it working? Should. Let's put the hat back on. God, where is it? There it is. Cap of curing. Cap of looking really badass is the important part here. Oh. Quick save or a conversation? Just quick save. And we can further see this big hole. And arrive at the higher reaches. And a bridge that is... Now this isn't the broken bridge they mentioned, right? Because like it's broken, but it doesn't lead to the Sharon temple. It leads to there, which we've actually been, I think. That was the area that we sent Karlach? Yes, leapt up there, but we decided not to fully explore it. What we could do is go down here, jump across. Or hell, we could maybe jump across this. Not immediately. What's the Orb of Dark Vision?
Something's off.
Ah, ba-dooba, hooba, hooba.
What are you thinking about?
I'm in pain! Not a lot of it.
Careful, I bite.
Yeah, you do, but these things blow up. Could you fix it? Really not in a lot of pain, actually. That barely hit. I've got so much health now I can almost not even see the damage line. Like, it's very faint, but... yeah. Karlach's nearly 60.
How much further can I go?
Now, this makes me think there's going to be more mines, like, right there. Also, we cannot make that jump. So we would need some kind of jump assistance to do that. There's probably other less mined ways. So just give dark vision to anybody who needs it. Just to one person. Well, all four of us have it, and it only lasts 10 turns, even if we didn't. So I don't know that it's that useful. Uh-oh, stop!
Be wary. This place
Stop!
is trapped.
Fucking walking! Christ.
What a day.
Presumably the statue is the main problem here? I'd like to point out that I literally just improved Astarian's perception, and I'm very happy about that. I'm still going to disarm these, because while I do think the statue is probably the thing that was going to fire when these plates are hit, it doesn't prevent there from being something else down that way doing the same thing. There's so much shit. Ah, this section. Gonbush, you were a lot less disturbing as a viewer when you were as blind as me. What does this look like? Right, so we're up here and it's fairly straightforward all the way down. Good. The Brothers Grimm for... There's a scroll of invisibility there, and I almost missed it because I couldn't see it.
Well, in it.
So, you know, self-demonstrating concepts are...
On my way.
Trust me.
Very good at marketing themselves. Fuck off!
What's the story?
The story is the story of the better get past perception check, courtesy of Shadowheart and myself.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Eat
I've got a long
a dick.
ahead.
Alright, guess we're loading that. Because, yeah, gee, I wonder what it is. Could it maybe have something to do with that off-color circle in the middle of the of the path? I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, it could be.
Soldier.
A long way to go still.
Please.
Trap.
No, it's the big thing. Never mind. I thought this... I mean, I assumed the trap would happen from here, but I thought it would be from stepping on this. I like how disarming the trap refers to fucking wrecking it. That seems more like Karlach's disarmament method than
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
what Astarians would be, but nonetheless. So the ladder down takes us to this scaffold, which goes quite a way. So for now, I'm going to keep going along this upper corridor, but we'll come back and go down in a bit. There's levers as well. All right. Great. Cool. Complicated. Are you shitting me? 3 of them and you can't pass a single wankin' one?
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Onward. Ever onward. Let's avoid that trap.
Yeah, that's better. Well done.
Well, hello.
Yeah, it's when the traps repeat themselves, but the party does not get any sort of bonus to their ability to recognize. Like, pattern recognition should be a modifier, is my point.
Let's get on with it.
Keep blade close.
Pattern recognition
Watch your back.
should absolutely be a
Someone's
factor
left a trap out.
as you go through trapped areas.
A trap. Someone doesn't like
Now he's doing better.
a trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Though notably it is varying the trigger points, because this here is not lighting up, but previously that one did. Oop. That one.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Who'd risk it if this was real? If this was real, everybody would be dead. No, don't do that. Alright, we got 2 more fucking chances.
Saddle up.
Everybody come together or else we'll be walking for too long. Got lockpick gate and we also got a ladder down there.
Need a word.
Fucking stop failing!
I must keep going.
You must pass the check.
Easy.
Thanks.
This place is hungry for blood.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
No, because we disarmed the trap. In here is not very much. If you do the absolute last thing you can do in Act 1. I think this is the last map before Act 2, but when we finish here we're going back to the mountain pass. Rather than taking the lift here. Oh, we can't. Because it doesn't look like this is a plot area. There's like a chest and stuff. Could he, It's not much of a puzzle if he can just zoop in and then hit a lever, right? Let's get that back on short rest or long? Short. Of course you failed your fucking perception check, you miserable sack of arseholes. Alternatively... I don't really know. Misty Step worked, who cares? Mage Hand. Yeah.
These things have stayed interesting. Swift as my feet.
One of you check the gargoyle. It's probably not going to go off because we've hit all of the plates.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
But I prefer to disarm everything because I don't trust anything.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Holy wank! The Protecty Sparks wall. This is another Eerie gear. Why is all of Eerie's gear just spread throughout this land? Like, Underdark and Overlight. Like, what? Clearly, their archiving wasn't very good. You gain a +1 bonus to your spell save DC. You have bonus to armor class and saving throws if you have lightning charges, which is, again, the whole idea behind all this gear is that you use it together, and I didn't really bother to keep track of it all, so... meh. Sort of take it, but meh. Also, Arrow of Transposition. Teleport wherever you fire this. Also, Arrow of AoE. Below us is Dana and Kith. Yeah, we're basically right above. Did I end up talking to Brithvar? I don't think I did, because I didn't go up those stairs. Yeah, I didn't go up either direction of down here. Which means... it seems to be okay, because it looks like it terminates. Like, this higher level does not extend further down. Like it goes to there, but you're not supposed to make it across that, at least. Theoretically.
Need to find a way forward.
You restarted so you could use it all? Yeah. I mean...
seems simple enough.
I will play this game again. The fact that I'm streaming it, like I started in November and I'm still in Act 1, right? Late November, but still. By the time I get to the ending, it'll have been so long since I played the early hours that I'm going to love jumping into an off-stream rerun, possibly Dark Urge, possibly an Origin character, I don't know. There's one more thing in the alcove that I missed. What I've been told is that Act 1 is really long, Act 3 is quite impressively long, Act 2 is shorter. But, like, relatively, it's still, you know... compared to a normal-sized game, Act 2 is still enough. Holy water! trap and lockpick kits. We can go back over there a little later. I don't think I am missing anything down here. No jumping points or hiding spots. You don't go into that little tower. Get to there later. So... the Starion did not join us for some reason. Oh, he's not grouped. So when you say I missed something in the alcove, do you mean him? No, what else is in here? Idol of Shar. Ooh.
An idol of Lady Shar. It cannot be a coincidence that I found this.
You found it?
All these signs of a Sharan presence. Dark Justiciars.
See Traveler in Shadowheart, explore Grimforge, the chosen of Shar. Find the Dark Justiciar's lair. So she has a vested interest in finding this stuff. Interesting, we got sub-quests for half our companions. Will, it's the Grand Duke, which we already have. Karlak, it's that. The Starion's currently aimless. Let's just keep traveling with him. Same with Gale. You see, Lae'zel wants us to go to the mountain pass, which is why I'm not going to go to Grimforge Lift, but I'm going to take the mountain pass because we have a specific directive to do that. So what I'm going to assume, based on the wording, is that the Githyanki Crèche is in the mountain range between where we are and Moonrise. So the Grimforge Lift is probably going to take us past the Githyanki in the mountains. Now, will that prevent us from going back there and meeting them anyway? Absolutely not. Of course not. Baldur's Gate isn't going to do that. But still, it makes sense to go there before going past it. Yeah, this is really sort of awkwardly placed. I guess it's because, you know, you're supposed to use your light to face it, and it's, you know, in the darkness for narrative reasons, but it's very easy to miss that idol. Anyway, should we give Shadowheart a quick
Lady of Sorrows, guide us.
inquiry? Or...
Did you want something?
Yeah, I found this idol of Shar. Perhaps you might want it? Actually, no, let me look at it first. Carved from black marble, this effigy is as terrible and perfect as the Lady of Lost herself. $400? Ooh, you're lucky I like you.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? You thought of me. Thank you. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive.
I'll find a place of honor for it and camp. Nobody's ever given me anything before. What do I owe you in return?
Every single fucking time we have a conversation that sounds vaguely flirty, the camera just puts Karlak right behind me, looking oblivious. It happened with Lae'zel and it's happening now. I'll settle for a thank you.
Well, in that case, thank you. I'll always think of you when I look upon it. After I think of Lady Shar, of course. I wonder... perhaps this is connected to the Dark Justiciars. This is no coincidence, I'm sure of it. I need to keep an eye out for more signs. Learn more about the Justiciars' presence in these lands. It could be important. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church.
If they were once a power around here, signs suggest that time has passed.
All signs we've encountered so far, perhaps. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled going forward.
Most specifically the, skeletons of them.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How much do you like me now?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps I never did.
Whatever. Does that then move it from my inventory to hers? Yes. Add to where? Like, we could control her and make her sell it.
Looking ahead.
You know, it wouldn't be our fault.
If not over, then through.
Anyway. What now? What the fuck? Everything's broken. What?
That might be worth a look.
Huh? It's broken. You can't. It's non-interactable. Okay, whatever. There's a heavy chest. I do like me a heavy chest. Oh, that's jumping off of the thing. Yes, no, let's not do that. Mew, don't you appreciate a heavy chest? Now we have 2 levers, and I don't trust them, so we're gonna quick save before we start yanking things. That makes that go up. And that makes that go away. And that makes it go down. Does this make it come back? Fascinating.
Someone there?
That sounds slightly like a double standard. Yeah? You can also activate levers by shooting them. Right, so we don't need to leave someone behind. Let's go to this middle section first.
Never a dull moment. Another step forward.
Longsword mold. Can be used to shape a unique piece of equipment, tailored for use at a particular forge. Well, that sounds like it's probably important, but it's also 10 fuckity pounds! And we can't give it to anybody. Could you pick that up without getting all heard? Yes.
Fancy mold. Must be the forge this belongs to.
With haste.
Skeleton, I don't think we can converse with. It's a map of Moonhaven. Oh, and we can
Making me sweat.
we can use that as a stepping stone to get over here.
Let's get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And then there's levers. Oh no! Sergeant Thren. Lunk Bug. Barkus Root! Isn't that the guy we fucking rescued? Oh. You learn from the windmill, get in the fucking underdog and get captured by fucking dwarves. Okay, whatever. Just because we rescue them doesn't mean they have to treat the rest of their lives intelligently. Yeah, so we can come down here from down below later. Before I do that, I would like to get over to this side, to the upper spot. Oh man, that gets complicated, hey? That's fine. I didn't do anything stupid to get kidnapped by mind flayers. My life began on the Nautinoid. I didn't have control over myself until then. Do you think I blame me for what happened to Harry Dubois before he woke up in the hotel that one Monday? No! Whee! Hang on, are the levers on this side too? No. Well, fucking guess we're not going back that way. Can we shoot it from all the way over? I guess from the middle, yeah. It shouldn't be too far. Do your worst fish's mockery. Hang on. Would Astarion get mad if I cast it on him? Oh, I can't be an ally. I like that he preloads it though, listen. There's an intro line. I was gonna say the only insult I can think of is that I don't fucking remember who you are. So clearly you mustn't be that important. It's hard to make fun of someone's shortcomings when you can't see them or hear them, and all you have is a text name. Oh god, there's fucking mines!
There are traps.
Are there? Thanks, Astarion. I never would have known without you. Oh! I'm the one who clicked there. I knew there were mines on this side. I should have remembered there were mines on the other side.
Oh, nice little nap.
Yeah, great. See, Quan gets it. I'm dumb. I do think it's rude though because they don't fucking appear at all. Like they're like invisible on the screen. Whereas everything on that trap bridge after the first one, where you could conceivably get caught by surprise, everything after that becomes an obvious marker that you then have to perception check to get the disarm option on. But you can still see, oh hey, that statue, that plate. Well, you can logic it yourself. You can't with those mines. They're just not there until somebody tells you they are. You always treat me so nicely in public, Mew. What is that? Is that a bed? No. Those are shields.
I see tracks there. Bloody tracks. Quite small, too. A gnome found some trouble here.
Did he indeed? Well, there's really nothing for me to look at as the prop. Hello. You don't seem very nice. A gnome found trouble here, but I don't know what I'm being led to notice otherwise, because there's nothing to click on. Oh, broken shackles.
Bloody tracks. Quite small, too.
Like... the tracks don't start here, they start here. And they lead...
Bloody tracks. Quite small, too. A gnome found some trouble here.
They lead to the fucking edge, I'm not gonna jump. The game does not mince words about what happens to you if you do that. Even with Featherfall, you can't jump in the water. Maybe this is where either Philomene or Thulla made their escape. By jumping in the water? I mean, I guess narratively it's survivable, because mechanically the reason why it isn't survivable is because they don't have any ground for you to walk on down there. So they just make it easier by having it kill you. They don't have a system in place for you swimming away. I see there's bloody footprints. You can click on them if you don't perception check them, I guess. I guess it's just a bit of narrative, a bit of environmental storytelling and not actually something that leads to a secret. Or if it does, I ain't seeing it. This is locked. Didn't we bring Karlach up there? Maybe we reloaded, but we got her out somehow. Didn't we have her lockpick it? Why is it locked again? Must have reloaded. Because I remember being proud of her because she got through it.
Come, all who are weary, sleep and forget.
That sounds creepy, but sure.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Moving in.
So, dormitory. There's a hole down there which takes us right down to where we've already been, I believe. This is the jumping spot. We found the full way around. Death is an escape. That's morbid of you, my love. And for anybody that isn't around here all the time, don't worry, I don't call everybody in the chat my love. Scroll of hypnotic pattern. Sharon Inquisitor, Harper Key, an undelivered letter and a bone. Well, she can keep her bone, or he can keep it. They can keep theirs. But we will take the letter and the key. Master Ketherick, my whip has finally coaxed some particulars from the captive Harper. To wit, she revealed the location of her stockpile on a rocky overlook. I investigated but found that the chest in question is trapped. Any attempt to open it might break its contents completely. The spy refuses to reveal how to open the chest, even under threat of death, only crying, "Lux Splendor!" with each lash. Some type of watchword, no doubt. The interrogation continues. And again, please accept my most humble apologies for any earlier oversights. Rest assured, I will not misidentify any more of my fellow Sharons as spies. May they walk forever in shadow. Justicar Sybil.
Which word? Lux Splendor.
That was an investigation check. If we make other people read this, will they also do the check? No, they won't. Balls.
Let's move.
Speak was dead and a scroll of slow. And a scroll of wall of fire.
Have to keep going.
Personally, I suggest you make your walls out of brick and or stone. But if you're going to make it out of fire, you can. And maybe it'll protect you on the internet, but in the real world, anybody with a bucket of water is probably going to figure out a way through. Canticles of the Dark Mistress. Let shadow fall where the light doth creep. and silence cloak the din. Let blackness into lost hearts seep, and bid Our Lady in. Behold Shar, who shades our path. Behold Shar from Eoborn. Behold Shar, the primal dark, our goddess of nights. Behold. I can't believe that skeleton has been sitting on that bench for 100 years. It's amazing how it stayed pristine. No! Scrap! You know that clip's gone? Whoever the fuck clipped it must have deleted their account. The only way to find it now is to find one of those YouTube videos that cribbed it. None of you were around for that moment, except for Mew, I think. It was like a clip that was made of my stream a week in that made such a round, like, I don't know if they still do them, but like back then at least, a lot of YouTube accounts existed that would just collect Twitch clips, and one of the categories was well-timed moments or perfectly timed moments. And this clip was of me playing Fallout 4, and I was in a church, and there were a pair of skeletons that were like dressed for church. And so I pointed out how it was a bit silly and a bit funny that these skeletons had existed on this on this church seat without having been jostled or tipped over. Because the end of the world was like 100 or 200 years ago at that point. And no raider, no looter, no gust of wind, no animal had ever knocked these two skeletons off of where they died. And so I made that comment, and then as soon as I made that comment, Dogmeat, with the companion AI being what it is, they just sort of wander and meander around while you're standing still. Dogmeat walks past, smacks the one of the skeletons in the leg, which sends both of them clattering to the floor. And that clip, obviously Twitch has no discoverability, but I think I or somebody else posted on Reddit. And then a couple of those videos picked it up. And then it was in more of them. And then fucking PewDiePie reacted to it. There is a video on YouTube of PewDiePie reacting to random Twitch clips, because I think he had a reaction phase or something. Maybe he still does that. I don't know. I don't watch him. But for about a week, I had weirdos in my chat because all of a sudden, a 60-second clip of me was on a fucking giant creator's video. Last you checked, I didn't know you checked regularly. The only things I know about PewDiePie is that he was, like, the most popular content creator in the world at one point, that he reacted to my videos once, and that you're not supposed to ask him what happened to him when he was playing a shooter game on a bridge.
What's in here?
Oh, you don't know? You'll have to check. A warhammer. Sadly, just the one. You know, if there were 40,000 of them in there, maybe we could
Someone
sell
forgot
them.
to oil their equipment. Everything here is rusted to the hells and back.
Nobody else gets to do the religion check? Not even the fucking god lady?
All right. What now?
Fine.
Very well. Something good here. I hope.
Apologies for calling you a fucking god lady, Shadowheart. Realistically, the only member of the party who should be a fucking god person would be Gale. And not anymore. Much, no doubt, to the relief of Mistra. A tarnished silver key. Shar's symbol. Yeah, not even the god lady whose god we are currently in a temple of. Broken or otherwise. A shield mold, another mold. Now this one is too heavy for Karlach. Well, it's not. It's the same weight as the other one, but she can't carry them both. So give them to Shadowheart, who has a whole bunch of carry space now on account of her Club of Hill Giant strength. Sorry, her chair leg of Hill Giant strength. Something going on here. Past this door. I think that's it. Canticles. There's no jumping over here. Well, it actually looks like there is, but I think we've already been there. Have we? Yeah, it's below there. That's the pathway up. We've been there. Now, do we have the key for this? Yes. Oh! Hello! Meragon Legionnaire and trio of Hell's Boars?
Ready for another round?
Sure.
Never a dull moment.
Let's cast haste on Karlach. Boodly-doo. And then I'll just move away.
Slow down. Time to kill.
Put him up.
Certainly do have some time to kill. Let's be big mad. Yeah, like that. Let's have our path interrupted. You stand in the doorway, I guess.
Easy as.
Let's see if we can make this Meragon! Yep. Bye. So, haste is literally the same as action surge. What happens if you use both? Now, she is path interrupted here, so we might just get her to go through the door. You don't get 4, you just get 3? Oh, fine. Still interrupted? Oh, it's because of the arc, isn't it? It's because it's throwing over the... Yep, alright, we're just going to bring you in.
Over there.
Motherfucker, I just... Jesus. And do your dual wield this time. We don't need you to bite anybody.
With pleasure.
Oh! Shadowheart didn't get to move.
Can't give up now.
Okay, so did I need to cast haste on her? Absolutely. Why are you on fire? Why are you still on fire? Stop being on fire! Right, he meleeed it. Ah.
Don't touch me.
Don't tell me not to live.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I'm just a little bit annoyed. I thought it was Karlach because he was standing next to her. I thought maybe she'd, I don't know,
What path lies
performed a
before me?
bodily function. The Hellsboars are considered illegal to... That's interesting. They've also turned to dust. I guess because they're burny. Well, nobody's going to see us steal from these guys. And they were instant hostiles, so, you know. It's their fault.
What's inside?
We would have been happily enough to talk about it. There's an ochre jelly in here that isn't very alive. Meragon Halberd. Yeah, it's just a +1 extra reach, but ain't no pike of returning. We get another mask. Fine, I'll set up a collection.
I recognize this. American wore it. But they won't fight without a commander.
This one did. Now, why is there a jelly in the middle of the room? Why can't I click on it? There we go. Another mask.
Don't mind if I do.
In a sort of ritual spot.
Another mask.
That's what I said! Don't steal my lines, me.
Might still be around here.
There's an elixir of fire resistance placed after the fire burning enemies, which is developer trolling, I think. And an opulent chest with some gold. Fire Stoker hand crossbow, which is deals an additional 1-4 piercing to burning targets. Is that... Is that better, though? Because without... It says 5 to 13 instead of 5 to 10, but I think that's including the conditional. 1d6 plus 3 instead of plus 4. I'll give it to Astarion, and then if he gets another one, replace his bow with it. But burning enemies. Not all of my enemies are going to be burning, and I'm using Ray of Frost now, not Firebolt. So... Yeah, it would be Firebolt on my first turn, and then crossbows on my second, but we're not doing that anymore, so... I won't swap to it. Firebolt doesn't work. Oh, there you go. Anyway, that's a dead end. There's further paths to the south here. But now I'm happy. Now I've dealt with the verticality, and I can basically say I've explored all of this chunk of the map, and it's time to explore the south. The cult pricks are spreading like flies on shit. Ah, I love the way they talk. Now, taking a look over here... I think I might go back down. If I can get down to here, I can get across to these guys. If that works. Because otherwise you go all the way up here, but... I don't want to sneak around over the top of this area when I haven't explored the lower part. For now, we'll keep going that way, and then I'll just see if I can, like, quietly jump to here, because that's better than going all the way back. And there isn't really a super good way down that isn't going to hurt. So for now I'll keep going, but yeah, we'll try and just use our jump skills to get to there and then talk to these two and then go in that way. For now though, I'm going to take my break. About halfway through the stream. So I should eat something before I run out of time to do that. I'll be back in 15. And then deeper into Grimforge.
Good stuff right here. Sergeant don't know what she's missing.
You need me to wipe your ass while I'm at it?
More drink, less back chat. Room's getting all spinny.
Take a big swig. Cure you right up. saying to that absolute talk, you think?
Loaded dwarf done, if you ask me. Not turning my back on Ladua.
Know any good gnome jokes?
Coming up shorts, I'm afraid.
Shit. Forget I asked.
The good stuff right here. Sergeant don't know what she's missing. Dixit, fill me up.
You need me to wipe your ass while I'm at it?
More drink, less back chat. Good to the last swig.
How about a thank you?
How about I chop off your neck?
Shit. Forget I asked.
Don't burn yourself.
What to do?
Our fight went well. One jerk kept focusing one character. The only other damage you took was from someone hitting a character restrained by hold person. What fight was that? You did talk about it, but let me scroll up. A certain fight that's always hard for you no matter what level you're at. And now you're on a higher difficulty. How many times have you played this game? Have you ever finished it? I always ask this question, and I have no judgment in it, but like, there are people who play this game from start to finish multiple times, and there are people who constantly start again, and so they have a great familiarity with the early stages, but haven't done full playthroughs. There's a YouTuber I watch who likes to review games after 100%, Mortismal. He does a lot of CRPGs. And he did his 100% review of Baldur's Gate 3 after 11 playthroughs, and that was before Honor Mode was released. Though I think after a certain point you start whizzing through the narrative content and start focusing on the gameplay if you're being that mad.
Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, let's save here because I don't want to get dragged into like a huge scene or lock too heavily into being above everything. We have a skeleton here with $14 that he's not going to miss. We have a map of Moonhaven. That's the blighted village, isn't it? You caught up. Yeah, how much further ahead of me are you though? Like, are you continuing? Are you intending to play other things while you wait for me to build up some space again, or like, because you've been here. Okay, yeah. So you aren't waiting. It's just that you're playing more carefully because now you don't have the foreknowledge. This war map offers a detailed plan to attack the village of Moonhaven, encouraging soldiers to kill in merciless silence. It's interesting that's down here. But these guys were connected to the absolute cultists, I guess, so... But yeah, that's interesting. So, yeah, we have...
Anything of use?
Path up here with a skeleton and 2 levers, and so you could leap about up there as best you liked. But let's skip that for now, if I can... Oh, can I just walk down here? I can. Black.
In the beginning came morning, then night. 2 sisters clashed, one dark and one light.
That's true, yeah, they were probably just picking over the remains of a village that used to be. Elixir of Bloodlust. Once per turn when you kill a foe, you gain 5 temp hit points and an additional action. So it's not Berserk. That sounds incredible. What? You get an additional action every time you kill someone. Karlach could, like, daisy chain that into a lot of bonus actions. Let's give that to her. And also, an elixir of big. Weapons deal an extra d4 and you gain advantage on strength checks. Also, presumably, you look cool. Give that to Karlach as well, for reasons.
The gnome bolted. Sort myself.
Yeah, but you can daisy chain that into like extra actions if you've got them hasted and action surged and all that shit, right?
Thrin's gone touched in the head.
Scrying eyes.
Drug. The culprits are
Seluna did call forth the moon and the stars. Shah cloaked them in shadow to cover our scars.
So, this takes us back to the beginning
I'll give
of
it
the
a
area.
shot.
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
And we didn't go up this way. But let's first talk to Kerr and Brithvar. Because Brithvar's a trader.
What's up for discussion?
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off him?
Doesn't sound like you want to trade with me. What the fuck? How are you a merchant? You got a journal, though. Can we, get that? Why do you think I'm a true soul?
The stench. All you twat souls got one. Some of us got a nose for it. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
A stench? Ridiculous. I'm no more a true soul than you are.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them.
I was. They lied to me. I want revenge.
Revenge, eh? In that case, I got a proposal. Want to earn some gold?
I thought you hadn't been paid yet.
Ain't my gold I'm offering. It's the true souls. Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nia. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nia's got plenty. Help Thryn free Nia. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in?
We already have a quest to kill Nier. Sounds good. I expect half the spoils.
Half? You drugnin. Fine. Half it is. But first, we need to take care of something.
What?
You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it. And we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
Any ideas on getting Nier out?
Some days back, a slave gnome bolted with smoke powder.
Oh, yeah.
Handy stuff. Her crew know more than they're letting on. See if you can get him to talk.
Already found her.
Now move. You're hogging my air.
So say your chum blows Nia out of there. What then?
Then I'll stick Nia up, down, and sideways till he's more whole than flesh. We take his gold. And I got more in mind if shit goes down smooth.
I feel like we could do this. This is like, you know, baddies versus baddies, you know? We're no friend to absolute cultists. And we now have two equally working quests saying kill Nia. The thing is, for Karlach, we want to save the Grimforge gnomes. So we want to thread the needle here. We want to kill the we want to kill the True Soul, but let the gnomes get out safe. Which may end up having us kill the Dwergar as well. But anyway. So yeah, we have the explosives already. But we also now have a directive to kill the Scrying Eye, and regardless of whether we end up following Brithvar's idea or not, that's a good idea. I think if it seems to follow us, so if we go up to where we killed the Herdmaster, we can probably do that safely.
If it goes belly up, we gotta skip.
Eye's still patrolling. Ain't you supposed to smash it?
Not so bloody loud!
Close the eye thing for good, then spring Nia. Time we got what was coming to us.
It can't hear anything? Can it not?
Good. Drop it near the rubble when it's time. Flaming arrow or some such will set it off.
Anyway, yeah, let's go somewhere no one looks. The eye does seem to follow us around, I guess because we're strangers. But it's interesting that the eye does not care when we fight someone else, because, like, yeah, we got into that fight before, and the eye did not raise an alarm or do anything bad. We killed the one in the Goblin camp too, because it was there when we fought Minthara, I believe. We should be able to do it in front of the Roth, they don't care. But this is definitely the best spot, because we've already demonstrated that we can kill in this corner without any trouble. It's just gonna keep coming at me. Alright, fine.
You shy? Where to?
Get out of the way. I don't want any splash damage on you guys.
Ought to do it.
Bye-bye.
Still breathing, despite everything. Can't slow down.
It fucking vanished? There's no body, or, well, body. Like, there's no, like, loot anywhere. It just fucking disapparated. The game still counts where it died as a book. Yeah, well, there was nothing there. Like, it... Possibly because it was on this thing and maybe it flopped down, but there was nothing to click on. Oh, if a guard goes there, right, but they don't, because there's already 3 dead Duergar there, so... I think I'm alright. Shh. Oh shit! I didn't mean to. I've already been here. There's the Harper stash. Oh, this isn't where I was intending to go. A lot of stuff here, though. Chests. It would be stealing, unfortunately. Let's check out up here. Draw.
This ain't a show. Go make yourself useful or get lost.
If we were going to get into a fight here, you'd want Karlach parked there. But I guess she can go up the ladder, too. Or really, it doesn't matter where she is. Throwing, doesn't really need high ground. Helps, but... does all right on its own. I don't have detect thoughts right now for some reason.
Time you freed near. That drow head needs cracking.
Haste will eat it. Oh, that's annoying.
The eye's clobbered. Good work. Time to bust Near out and shred him.
Theoretically. Unless he gives us a good reason not to. Mindmaster von Mara.
An outsider. Just what we needed.
You got a silly thing on your head.
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your bow. Don't make me wish I had.
Right then, that's... aggressive Corsair Greymon? Aren't you a Digimon?
Friends in a right, Ball-egg. That rubble ain't budging, no matter how hard she whips them gnomes. Neera's gonna be pissed. What you want, anyway? Here to yap or looking to buy? Dry land means fresh stock.
If we put you in full plate, do you then become Metal Greymon? Jorgarel's Greatsword. Bow of the Banshee. Blood-curdling emission. On a hit, possibly inflict frightened. And then you gain conditional D4 to attack and damage against anyone who is frightened. What does that do compared to yours? Same damage. Lose the Hunter's Mark that I never cast anyway. And it works on everybody instead of just monstrosities. We could we could equip it and then replace. Put the hunting shortbow back on whenever we're up against monstrosities. Better to swap him to dual hand crossbow. I mean, we don't have a second one to use. But if it's not worth the 285 coin, that's fair. Get rid of these daggers now. We didn't want that one either because it's sleeping targets. Doesn't really work for us. We don't have the mark, so I can get rid of that. You don't need color spray. It's almost the value of the bow, but nah.
I wonder what the next move is.
Who knows? You're not going to use these. A barrel, a vial, and a bomb. Yeah, I think she has enough stuff. You can sell the dog collar. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. I'm not going to use those. No, I don't think I will be doing that. I don't think Starion would appreciate that. Damaged journal. Oh, that's right.
Come back anytime. I'll be here, enjoying the show.
We took a book from Brithvar, didn't we? Elder's Journal. The clan's gone soft. Maybe even me. No way around it. I spent 10 years of the Dark Lake with my head bowed to the exile. I spent 20 years with pick and shovel in hand, mining for steel in Dunspearin. And for 7 tides I stood motionless between the blockstones till the Thuldors released me. I was forged in Laduga's fires. I learned to toil without complaint, to expect no reward without effort. Laduguer is the taskmaster. We are his workers. This is our way. 50 wet seasons have passed since the Thuldors refused to admit me. For 40 of them, Thryn would have lifted mountains herself if Laduguer willed it. Now she canes slaves at the behest of this drow and his so-called absolute. Magmar will drown in that ale of his if the night terrors don't claim him first. And me? I'll toil for the exile. But till I see a mountain of coin, I won't lift a damned finger for Thryn or that shit-grinned near she's been fawning over. He was the guy on the boat. I didn't know that. So we already met him, did we? I don't remember if I read that or not. Hail Ketheric Thorm. I think I did.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Have they? Put books in camp now, actually.
At the ready.
Waiting for Thryn to blow a gasket and start kicking the rubble. Best thing I've seen in a 10-day. Either part with coin or jog on. Don't want to miss any of this.
Right, I'm gonna give you these demon masks. There they are. Because they're 50 each. Well, actually they're 33 each. I'm getting robbed. Add wares. Give you all these incense as well. In all of my selling everybody else's stuff, I forgot to sell mine. That's true, he only has 20 bucks. Well, do I want something from him? Take a supply pack. Fungus stew. I'll keep this. And there, I'll keep those.
Come back anytime. I'll be here.
I believe we spoke to Dalthar. Over here we have Thud.
Drunken and true soul getting himself trapped. Let him suffocate. If the Absolute can't save him.
That's a heavy chest. A potion of greater healing over there, but it's stealing. Does the madness not cause problems? Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move.
Christ.
You better hope that's the worst.
Thryn seems displeased. There's a defaced statue of Shah. There's also some lava that we can jump into if we feel like doing something very silly. There's another mold, a skeleton. Basically, there's this stuff up there to try and reach, but there's no clear path. I guess it could be over the top.
The slowest of you lot is getting.
Because the cave-in we can't see through at the minute. We can free them ourselves once we've talked to everybody, but then we have choices to make.
Looks like someone's not a fan of Shah. Smeared the Absolute symbol all over her.
There's no time to waste.
Damn it. React! Oh, I'm gonna reload because I want her to react to that. I demand it. Other things they let the whole party react if you click on everybody. I don't know why this doesn't.
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Defaced by the Absolute's lackeys. Cowards.
Right, she wasn't happy.
What's cooking? Oh yeah.
I'm just wondering if you can actually make that. No, but if we cast jump, which she can do as a bonus action for every short rest, she probably could. Doesn't seem to be necessary though. See, I think I get it. The reason why this pathway led to the forge was just because it went up, but realistically, it wasn't that good of a decision of theirs. So what do we have here? Free the gnomes, clear the cave-in, kill Neo. So are there gnomes past the cave-in, or are the gnomes just stuck working on it? Because there are definitely gnomes mining, but...
Don't waste a step.
I don't know if there's more gnomes beyond. But yeah, freeing those without killing all the Duergar does seem a little far-fetched, but we'll give it a shot.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Jesus, Thrin. Anyway, Mind Master Dunnel. Is Mind Master their term for slave? Well, slaver, rather. Like slave master, specifically.
Bugger off! You're distracting the slaves. They run, you're dead.
Uh-huh.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Oh, we're gonna eavesdrop. At least we're gonna bloody try. And succeed!
I'll never get through. We need that smoke powder. Philommene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back. Tell the sergeant where she went. Baldur's still trapped with that maniac near. Forget the smoke powder. They kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
Do you mean Philomene? She's safe. I have the powder.
She's all right. Thank the Stern himself. But the others... they'll die in that tunnel, if not by poison, then by Nir's hand.
Sir, you have the powder? My Beldrum will die back there. Blow up that wall, I'm begging you.
I'll do what I can.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in forever.
Yeah, but I gotta talk to everybody first. You know how it goes.
Faster,
For example, Barkus fucking Root.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortune.
Do you know what would have happened to you if I had pulled the other lever?
Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks.
Under multiversal theory, there is a version of you that experienced just that. You were on a quest, weren't you? Making progress.
I thought I was. I came down here looking for Wulbren. I suspected he and his little friends might have come to this region. And I was right. But I was too late. Wulbren had already been taken to Moonrise Towers. The rest put to work.
It's always Moonrise bloody Towers.
You won't find a worse gaggle of rare-dwells than these Iron Hand gnomes. Except for Wulbren. Desperate though his taste in companions might be. As I was contemplating his folly, I was spotted by a very ugly Duergar. Now, I dig. It isn't good.
Sounds like you made a profound tactical error.
I thought they'd be easy to outwit. I had an entire plan. Unfortunately, it didn't account for an army of mad Underdark cultists. Nor did I account for some captives to be trapped in with the Drow after the cave-in. Too many permutations. Quite the headache.
I'll keep them in my prayers. Sounds like you need my help again.
Help would be welcome. Whether you're up to the job remains to be seen.
Okay. You are lucky that the gnomes trapped behind the cave-in should not, by the laws of ethics, be punished for the sharpness of your tongue.
You will. If you are successful, that would be most convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And you better hope that's the worst.
My sister's in there! Myrna! Myrna, can you hear me?
Mana, can you hear me?
Heads roll. And that...
Place the powder and...
Do you all not need to maybe get out of the way for that?
You got the smoke powder?
Yeah! You got the ability to back up? We'll talk to Sergeant Thrin. Yeah, placing the powder would do it. But no, the realistic answer is I need to talk to the sergeant first, because I haven't spoken to him.
What now?
We've never met. Bare feet, I see. I nabbed these boots from a runaway. No, I'm not giving you those. Those are Astarians. How's the dig?
Poorly, obviously.
Oh, yeah?
Tunnel collapsed on a true soul. Absolute's going to eat my liver. Now move. I've got no time for...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories. Just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility.
Hey, what now?
Tunnel's collapsed. Trapped true soul near. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads.
Poisoned geezers?
No need for that. Near's is the only head that matters to us.
Oh, you're very clever. Shut up. Poisoned geezers. See, now, if you'd said poisoned geysers, I would have understood what you meant, but now I'm picturing an army of old men with... fucking... having eaten a bad roast recently. How the fuck did this happen?
Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that.
What were you hoping to turn up?
Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Near said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands.
Yes, you will. Any ideas?
Explodey. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane.
Well, I have some booming powder.
That's so. Set it near the rubble and ignite it. That'll blow the drow out.
I wonder if there's other options. Game like this, you'd expect there to be. But I don't
things could always get worse for you.
think we need to go looking.
Let's see what this does.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
The true soul. True soul. Finally, you must clear rubble, spilling poison.
Are you near? What happened here?
Expedition. Passage trapped. Gnomes useless. Don't trust mercs. Get me out.
Get me out of this
You through Near's eyes is a
hellhole.
blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures.
What more can I see? I guess the idea is if you ended up in a fight with everybody and everybody's dead, then you could walk up and encounter Near without... I mean, if you freed him, even if you'd killed all of his men, he probably wouldn't be hostile.
The blur resolves
We would.
into an image.
But he might not.
Two gnomes feverishly removing debris,
And another one on the ground, not
while
moving,
two others
dead.
lie dead at Near's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic.
Yeah, do you happen to know if the Wulbren gnome is one of the ones that are up or down?
You sense Near's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
I guess there's also the other ones that were loved ones, the ones digging, but... Eh.
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
That would take a lot of effort. I feel like that's... I feel like as a flashy threat, that's a wonderful line, but if you're gonna be put into a position where you have to enact that, you're gonna regret the shit out of your flavor. Anyway. Oh, right, Wilbur into Moonrise, that's true. Okay, so let's put... something boomage. We don't need specifically to use the... Where is it? We don't really need to use the rune powder, do we? That's really good. But we have a barrel, don't we? They said smoke powder. The bomb deals 21. Yeah, that's 44. You know what? None of them seem to deal 44. But the barrel should work. Yeah, we'll put it up there. Is the cave-in weak to force? It's mostly just immune to a lot of things.
Get back. One spark and it'll blow. Blast the thing to bits! Get yourself set before that powder goes boom! What are you waiting?
Go on already.
Get murder out of there.
You got the smoke powder?
Yes!
Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks.
Besides, I've heard there's about to be an earth-shattering kaboom. What's the funniest way to... I mean, we could just do the Karlak, yeah. Karlak. Yeet. Anyway, we've saved. So if this doesn't work, we can maybe set up a second thing, but...
Got it. Blast the thing to bits!
Oh yeah, fire! That's why we save. Shadowheart, you have that. Should we maybe tell the people on the other side of the cave-in to back up? Nah, it's fine. Just whatever happens to Nia, we better not blow his head. Well, we can blow it off. We just need to not blow it up. Yes, thanks. I will firebolt you if you don't shut your hole. That's better.
Beldron, can you hear me? Beldron!
Thrin. That was stupid. There you are.
Finally. Worthless slaves. Your incompetence has been my ruin.
Nia does not fail.
Stop that.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious.
I have a message for you from a mushroom. This isn't about them, I just can't stand your fucking face. No, I think this is the funniest one. I come on behalf of the Myconid Sovereign. We must scuffle.
You heed an overgrown toadstool, yet defy a true soul. Thrin, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothe. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save him.
In your eulogy, I'm going to call you a twat soul. I picked that one up from Brithvar.
Insufferable, insolent scum. I'm going to enjoy this.
No, he won't.
Shut your shitholes, both of you. You owe my crew a 10 days worth of coin, Nia. And it's time you shell out.
Direct your blade at the heretic, Dwergar. You shall have your coin.
You're damn right I'll have it. Me and that one, we got a deal. We beat your ass and dig the Jews out from your carcass.
You bargained with this wretch. How vexing. Near is not without mercy, true soul. The rat has given you a chance to earn my favor.
Yeah, but I have a
Strike
really
him
funny idea
down.
on how to get rid of
Prove
Thryn in
your
this fight,
faith.
and I'd like... Why the fuck would I side with you? Now, we can't do it to Nia. One, because he's too tall, but the other reason is because we need his head. Poetic though it would be after what he did to that gnome, but Thryn is small, right? Might be doable. Might be too heavy though. But let's see. We siding with the rebels.
Heretics. Let Near be your end.
Wait, what are you disapproving? Huh? You wanted me to side with Nier, Karlak? What the fuck? We're still saving them. Because I sided with slavers? Yeah, but my... Okay, do you side with the slaver on the left or the slaver on the right? I understand being unhappy with the situation, but you needn't blame me. Now, unfortunately, our turn order is mad. So here we have Thud on our side and Dana on our side. Right, Brithvar must have, like, layered this in quite a bit. So who are the enemies? The gnomes are also just not involved. They're not on the list at all. So Nia, Dalthar is an enemy. Dunal, Drar, Von Mara, Thryn, and Greymon. But Dana and Thud are on our side for some reason. You've never had the Dwergar's help, and fighting both at once is very hard. Yeah, well, I don't doubt it. We may still be reloading and putting Karlak in a better position, but... Astarion being right where he is, he's just sort of stuck with Von Mara here. So I'm just going to sneak attack melee, because... we don't really have any other choice. He could disengage, but why? This is an enemy as much as any other, right? In terms of the enemies, Nier is the big bad. Everybody else... Thryn doesn't have that much extra health on the other Dwergar. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4... We have 7 enemies. But we have a lot of friends. Stand down. Heh. We could do a bite here because he's could stand to get extra health. Yeah. He was already happy, but now he can be happier. What are you gonna do, Kerr? Ensnaring and double hit. Very nice. You had to dial this down to easy on your first game because if you advance the quest far enough, you aren't allowed to long rest. Yeah, I think it must be... because we did do a long rest while we were still up there. I think it must be once you've arrived at this area and spoken to... because, like, it would be unfair to kill them when you didn't know what was going on yet. We knew he was stuck, but it would be unfair to kill them before you found him. So the only problem right now is I am literally just wedged between two of these... they're both very hurt, though. I think it's too close for the magic to work on you. But actually, it's all right here. Oh, it's because you're ensnared. It just turns out to be a flat roll. This is 2 to 16. I don't have melee anymore, really. That's the problem. So I should just go with this. I rolled a 19. I could crit to try and get a kill. Let's do it. Goodbye. Help! One of the guards is down. Is he? Oh no. That's a witness. Oh, that's interesting. It's sort of... we've got, like, picked a fight in a in a city sort of rules here, even though it's a story fight. Well, unfortunately, because I'm threatened, we have disadvantage no matter who we go at, but still 90% chance over there, despite the disadvantage. So we're gonna just fire a quick shot at Thrin. It's not much of a shot anyway. Because they're not temporarily hostile, they're properly hostile. Anyway, Nia gets a turn now.
You're in my thrall.
Invade an enemy's mind, force them to join your side. They also take a bunch of damage. It's using it on Brithvar, not on one of us, but we could counterspell that. On save, you still take full damage. What level is this spell? Doesn't say. I can do one more counterspell. How do I get rid of the... There. Prevents him from getting an ally, and me from losing... Because I don't want to lose Brithvar, because I want to talk to him at the end. They just did it again? Did he? I don't know. You don't seem to have it on you. You didn't take any damage. That's weird. Cast, counterspell cast, but I think that was just like wrongly labeled. Okay, so we have Shadowheart and we have
I smell blood.
our girl Karlak. I could have hasted her with my turn, but because I was sort of stuck, I wanted to get unstuck. Nier did nothing in your playthrough because he was standing next to you and you went first. Yeah, it would probably be a good idea to start Karlaking Nia. It's just that these two are stuck in melee range, so I didn't really have... much idea on what else to do with them. You only have 10 health. I think Astarion can kill you next turn. But let's start throwing at Nia.
Easy.
Very good. Oh, worse. Nia kept mind controlling Karlak. See, yeah, that would be real bad. But I wonder if he's like programmed to go for your allies if you have them, as like a reward for the fact that you have them. I think we should go for a Call Lightning because these two are together, and we can hit them both pretty brilliantly. And Destructive Wrath, I mean, of course. They're both saved. Because you're not in combat, the fucking gnomes are running around. I don't want them to get hit by anything. For a bonus action, we could summon up a spiritual weapon as well. Don't see any reason why not. Nobody needs healing yet. I like the trident. I think that's cool. Are there any differences between them? I guess damage type. Slashing versus poking, and the maul would give bludgeoning. But that's it. They have the same amount of damage. Same rolls, but you would get to choose the damage type. Oh, the weapon actions. Yeah, doesn't really tell you. I think the trident's cool. So, it gets my vote. I feel like the gnome should have been flagged as new. Yeah, I feel like they should be in the combat, but like not fighting. You know what I mean? We're supposed to protect them. So, other games would have them as part of the melee. I guess the idea by leaving them out is that these the enemies won't target them. But if you want that, just program the enemies not to target them. She's out.
Gods, it's hot in here.
So are you. I love how they keep missing. Go on, Brithvar. Tactical jump. Smacking the sergeant around twice. Oh! Astarion is now an enemy. Wait. Why did Thryn cast Thunderwave on Nia? Oh, Thryn has also been... No, that's... I'm confused! Sergeant Thryn cast Thunderwave on Nia. I'll take it. It was funny. We can finish Thryn or attack Nia. I think finishing Thryn is better. What does Mind Mastery... Forced to make a weapon attack against one of its allies. Ends after the attack or when hit. So we could hit Astarion or allow Astarion to hit one of us. I don't really want to hit Astarion, and also this weapon can't. I guess it could fly to him. The spiritual weapon could hit him to try and prevent that, but... I'm just going to let it play out. I'd rather kill Thryn, because Thryn's close to dying and 80% chance. Yeah. Let's go bother Nia if we can. Just be in its business, try and keep it threatened. I don't know if a spiritual weapon can opportunity attack, but we'll find out. Greymon! You're gonna disarm Karlach. I hate to say it, but that thing comes back. I don't actually know how that works with disarming. But... Oh, a magic missile, smacking the hell out of Dalthar. Oh, you went for an ally anyway. Cool. And I still get to use Astarion's bonus action. That's nice. Which means we can just use an offhand melee on Fon Maramara there. What is happening? We have new mates in the combat. Morgal and Orgarth. So definitely there's a bit of a schism here between the Absolute... Right, I see it. Novice of the Absolute. The Dwergar who aren't in the Absolute sphere are all just siding with Brithvar. That's good. Yeah, to stab. Perfect. I'd like to kill Nia. So I'm going to use a heavy hit if I can. Let's go with level 2 Dissonant Whispers. Because he goes next. Even if we don't kill him, we might scare him. What are my chances here? 4 to 24. It's not impossible, but it's lower. Because we could haste Karlach, but I think because we have so many enemies and so many friends, and the enemy count is dropping. Killing Nia before his turn, I think, is more valuable than hasting her when she goes after him. So I'm going to give that a shot. Didn't work, but we did scare him. That's all right. Do we have any friends who I should healing word? I guess Brithvar is a little sore, and Kerr is a little sore, but I'd be more worried about Brithvar dying. Let's just top him up. Even though we're probably going to have to fight him afterwards because of the fucking slaves.
Heretic! You should never have strike me and suffer.
Shield of Screams. Look, I think Nia's about to die, so I'm actually going to use my second counterspell on him because there's nobody else I think I want to counterspell. The mind mastery thing didn't turn out to be that scary in the end. I'm just gonna keep fucking this dude over. He just threw a dagger at me. He just got annoyed. That is a fucking rage move. That is, oh, fuck you. Fuck you, you magic cancelling cock block. And he missed.
I'm heating up.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you, No, they're too heavy. Fucking dwarves. They gotta weigh so much. You can't toss into the fire. You cannot Mordor the Dwergar. When the mage is yeeting things at you. Exactly. So we got 3 throws. Not really on Greymon because it's too close. Actually, can we get Shadowheart to deal with Greymon? Disadvantage because we're threatened. Yeah, can Shadowheart?
Ready.
What we can do is call lightning on Greymon and just very carefully angle it so that all my friends don't get hit. He's got 41 health though, I don't think it'll kill him. But we can do Destructive Wrath. There! Now she's not threatened anymore. And he is suffering. She doesn't really have a good bonus action candidate, though, except another healing word. That's not a bad idea. Dana could probably use it most, but Dana's also all the way over there. You didn't know Call Lightning displaced people? Neither did I. But it did it before, because Nier and Thrin were both here and got shoved all the way to the rocks. Yeah, we respect Shadowheart to Tempest Domain as soon as we were allowed to respec.
Let's go.
Now! Throw, throw, throw! Da 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 da.
1, 2.
Granted, we're gonna need to get his head. Who goes next? Dra. Oh god, you're up there. We're still got a good shot on you. 95%, just as good as anything else. Yeah, I'll just throw at you again, I think. Kill the person who goes next, then the allies might stand a chance at killing Greymon and Dana. No, just Greymon. Really? Wasn't there a third one? This one. Dalthar. Where's you? Already been. Okay. There goes Dra. Go up the ladder and push Dra down? I don't think she can. Look, she can only go to the ladder. Alright, big dwarf. Alright, angry Dwergar, not dwarf. There goes the Digimon. I'll be surprised if you can reach Dalthar there. Yeah, no, flying is a short range thing. Ooh. Done.
Shindilrin's shithouse. You see it? Cockstench had a wriggler in his skull. All the more reason to clear out. Here's your cut. Extra too, like I promised. Clan, grab your gear, wipe your asses. Time I scram before more pricks from Moonrise Towers move in.
And the slaves? What about them?
Clan property. they come with us.
No way we're letting these bastards take those gnomes, right?
Let the gnomes go, they'll just slow you down. Are they really going to give up this? Are the slavers really going to give up their slaves based on a difficulty 10 persuasion check?
You got a point. Likely to be all hobbled up, what with the lashings. Gnome pricks! You're off the hook! Scram before I get my senses!
Astarion! Why do you even care? What makes Moonrise such a threat?
Your brain going mushy, Shark. That's where those absolute freaks hole up. Goblins, drow, gnolls, even humans. Ain't no one they won't try to turn. The way I hear tell, some prick there calls the shots. The General near called him. And there ain't no way I'm sticking around long enough to meet him.
Well, the lore of foreshadowing says his name might be Ketheric Thorm. Right, well, I'm not going to tell him to take the slaves with him, because I feel like that goes against what we just fought for. Let's leave without that add-on. Someone tried telling you that Astarion isn't evil, that he's neutral. It's complicated. He is definitely the most... like... I obviously haven't played further into his personal story, but the vibe I think they're going for him is more... I have been severely hurt by the world and have had to make myself very cold and uncaring in order to cope with it. So I think the idea they're going for here, he doesn't disapprove of the slaves being freed. He disapproves of us caring enough. He disapproves of us going out of our way to save the innocent and the weak, because no one ever did that for him when he was either of those things. And so that has led him to a mindset where, well, in order to not feel awful about life, it's like, well, clearly it's because they didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it back then. That's why it doesn't happen. Therefore, I'm not going to do it to anybody either. And if you do, you're a fool. It's not about, you know, haha, slavery good. It's more, well, slavery not my problem, but you seem determined to make it yours, and that could be an issue. So I get it. I'm just annoyed at him anyway, because it's, you know, it's like, shut up and stop Korea-ing me just because I happen to be nice to the beggar. Justifiably evil. Still evil, though. Yeah, fair. But, like, that's why some people say that that's neutral, because they're like, isn't evil, like, mustache-twirling... It's the philosophical question of, is evil the absence of good or the presence of malice? So if you believe evil is the absence of good, then Astarion is absolutely evil. But if you believe evil is just the presence of malice, it's harder to say. That said, the former is probably right, because what do we call people in the real world who just stand by and let horrible shit happen without, you know, at least pointing at it and saying, hey, that's horrible, if not doing something to help? I was a slave and tortured for 200 years, and I turned out fine, darling, so you should also suffer. Yeah, no, not quite, my guy, not quite. Neutral is doing what you feel at the time or looking out for yourself when he actively wants to subjugate and control others and kill because he has the power and freedom to. That's true, he did seem awfully interested in taking Nir's head because of the fact that he'd get to take a head. Anyway, we freed the slaves and took the head, so he can make do with that. Talk to the Deep Gnomes. And the Dwergar are leaving. Let's just save. I like how Brithvar is just big! Let's talk to him again while he's big!
I got big plans for us.
Wait, why are you small again?
No one stopping Clan Flameshade.
Bullshit, you're supposed to be tall as me.
We're near.
I do like that I'm allowed to loot all these guys.
Right. Not right.
Including the trader, who, weirdly enough, doesn't have all of his stuff. But he does have that bow I almost bought. Ha! That solves that question, I guess. And he has the flail that I sold him. I don't think I need the greatsword. That's worth 300 bucks, give it. Killing a trader is quite nice. How you doing, Thud?
Drugging in drow. Messing with minds. The moon deserves what's coming.
Greatsword has a fun action.
I'd love to, thanks.
Colossal Onslaught. Strike everybody in a line.
Can't give up now.
Maybe Lae'zel could use it.
Can't believe I'm saying it.
Christ.
But you're all right, I guess.
Thanks, Kerr.
What's up for discussion? Drek.
You got grit. I'll give you that much.
Thanks.
One day I'll catch a break. What's hiding here?
You didn't get it because you killed Greymon on the boat. I guess that's a thing. If you know you're going to fight near, killing Greymon on the boat's probably good.
Wait. Is that a bruise there?
And we didn't put anybody in the water. Lava.
I'm your husband. Please.
There's Barkus. Okay.
Beldron! I was so worried. Did Near hurt you?
No, I'm all right. Did the sergeant hurt you?
Oh, who cares? We're together now, thank Iron Hand.
We ought to thank someone a little closer by, I think. Gaedel Ironhand you may not be, but you damn well fight like him. I'm grateful, don't mistake me, but why help us? You're one of them, aren't you?
Thanks, Thulla. She's the one who set me on your trail.
Glittering gods! I should have known that one was too damn stubborn to die. Here. The Iron Hand gnomes honor their debts. With Walbran gone, that falls to me.
Make it quick. We need to find Walbran. Now.
You're a little late, Barkus, my lad. He's already been sent to Moonrise Towers. We were just slave hands to the cult, but not Walbran. He knows things. Things they want to know, too.
What has he gotten himself mixed up in now?
Moonrise Towers, they told you. This is no time to be coy. What does Walbran know?
You'll call me mad, but fine. Walbran's found the formula for rune powder.
What?
Aye. The explosive of Gaedel Ironhand's own creation. Fistfuls, wiping out armies. All those old stories. Only Walbran couldn't leave the stories be, so he went and bloody found it. A small supply, tucked away down here, with a manuscript. He just made sense of the formula when the cult jumped us, so he burned the damn thing. If there's a single copy left, it's sitting in his head. Those absolutists pull it out and make rune powder, they could flatten the whole of the Sword Coast.
Well, that's the second biggest bomb I've heard of in this game. How long do you think he can hold out?
Not long enough.
Oh, God.
My people can barely stand, and we have business back in the city. That business is what sent us after the powder to begin with. Now, we'll have to make other arrangements.
And just like that, you'd leave Wulbren behind. I knew you lot were foolish, but I didn't know you were cruel.
If you knew half as much as you think, my lad, Wulbren might have kept you around.
Bickering won't save your friend.
And neither will this twit, apparently.
My people will find somewhere to regroup across the lake. Then, onto the city. If you find yourself in Baldur's Gate, seek us out. We'll raise a glass to Wulbren together.
Are you all right?
Now we have rescue Wulbren. More of their kin. So not just Wulbren, but the other gnomes were taken as well. Just don't seem to care.
My sister! Dead by Nia's hand! Myrna, I'm so sorry.
Don't think she can hear you. Right, Thrin, what do you got on you? Motherfucker.
Did they?
A ring of absolute force! Thunderwave, but I wouldn't be able to use it because I need the brand.
It could have been you. I can't bear to think about it.
Nia, what have you got on you?
The decaying corpse lies before you.
Oh dear. Right! Yeah! This seems more like a Karlach job. Can we... Let's make that a Karlach job. I'm gonna loot. Sword of Screams!
Covered in dust. Wait.
Rapier! Hey, Blue Moon!
Stop fussing, it's nothing.
Did you use that?
Thievery is not permitted here. Unfortunately for you, killing thieves is positively encouraged.
Fucking... We murdered him for you! What? You let me loot everybody else? You were about to let me cut off his head? This belongs to me. How dare you accuse me of stealing it? I'm not about to fight anybody.
You've convinced them. For now.
Yeah, no, he's red. God. Quick save. Let's top. Maybe after we cut his head off, he'll turn white.
Come on, let's go.
The decaying corpse lies before you.
Yeah, whoa, that's a lot of options here. Note that we have the bardic inspiration that I never get to use because I'm the one doing the work. That's good head choppy.
The head breaks off cleanly from the drow's body.
I do not know about clean. Items received. Head. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to hide stealing from him, though, because, God, he's right there. And he's got a parasite.
Not everyone subscribes to...
By the gods. Oh, you're covered in dust. Wait. Is that a bruise there?
Stop fussing, it's nothing.
That's fucking weird. They are.
Your husband.
Maybe after a long rest, it'll be fine. Let's talk to the domes.
I should speak up.
Not right.
Well, you did it.
Don't sound so surprised.
Nothing good happens in the Underdark. As you know, some of the Iron Hand gnomes, my friend Wulbren among them, have been taken prisoner in Moonrise Towers. They're not even going after him. I wish I was surprised.
What are they going to do? They're not fighters.
To Moonrise Towers I go.
You look exhausted. You should rest at my camp.
Certainly not. In case you haven't been paying attention, my friend has been taken captive. He needs me.
Right, then I'll be rescuing you a third time.
Ha. I was unlucky twice. The odds of it happening again are very slim. Then again, a small rest might be prudent. Give me time to think. Fine. Show me where to go, and I'll try my luck. I'll have a better chance of rescuing Wulbren if I'm at my best. And, thank you.
Off he goes.
We'll be safe across the Ebon Lake. Then, back to the city, Gaedel Iron Hand willing.
Thank you. For saving Baldur, I mean. I just wish... Well... It's too late now.
Late now.
Thank you.
We spoke to Welso. I think the only one left is Larida.
At least some of us are safe. Praise Iron Hand. If only there were more blessings to count.
I don't think there's any others. We only really seem to... Because there are only 2 living ones behind here. And those ones... One of them got kicked in the lava and the other one's Baldur. We only saved 1 gnome. So delivering Nia's head is a thing. Realistically, I need to stop for the night. I think I'm going to long rest here. Because the idea is hopefully the Dwergar are gone when I wake up. What happened to the other ones that are like further out? Are there more absolutists?
The true soul, the battle, too many distractions. There is still truth to uncover.
What you want from me? I'm not impressed.
Oh, that's Karlak. Fuck.
Oh, hi.
Well, not right now. Need another Dammon upgrade before I could even consider it, but you like that one, nice guy. The Beastmaster I don't see. How about the drunk fuckers? A stick pit. Skick. It's not stick pit, it's skick pit.
Off with you!
I didn't even notice.
Heard you helped us out.
You clobbered near. So what? I'm supposed to just give you a drink?
You could. Dick. Let's long rest and then see if Nia can be burgled after it. It is finish time. Let's just see if there's any... My question is Barkus root here? Yes. Presumably we're going to have a conversation with him before we sleep, so I'm probably just going to stop here and then have that conversation tomorrow. Do the long rest and then check. And then once we've all finished with that, then we'll go back to the Myconids. You never saw Skick Pit again after long resting after this. You might just kill those two to free him. I don't really care, he's not on my quest list. Nothing's saying, hey, get that particular gnome some help. But, yeah, we'll talk to Barkus, sleep, see if the Dwergar are still there, see if Nia is lootable, go back to the mushrooms, and then once all that's dealt with, then we go deeper into Grimforge. For now, though, thanks everybody, fare thee well.